Hello, welcome to Toffee TV. I'm joined in the studio by Brien Rooney, musician, more importantly Evertonian. And we're here to obviously talk about Brien Goodison experience. Kind of counting down now, aren't we? Not long till we move to the Everton new stadium. But before we get onto the stadium bit, we're talking about leaving Goodison Park. And as a sort of tribute to Goodison Park, you've got a song that is quite catchily called Goodison Park. So how did that come about?
Surprisingly, a lot of humming and hawing.
Yeah.
Shall I, shan't I? Shall I let it go out in its glory? Shall I just, but I've come to the conclusion that, I can play the guitar. I've produced music before. I can write music. I feel like everyone's gonna want as much things as they can after a few conversations with me close friends and some of my friends who are in the music industry and stuff. And I feel like a lot of people are gonna want as many things that they want, as many things that they can to sort of reference Goodison and remember Goodison by. So decided to go for it, and couldn't be happier about it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? It's a brilliant song. We will put the link to the song in the description. But was there a bit of pressure when you were writing it? Were you going around in your own head? What should I put in? What shouldn't I put in? Yeah,
it was surprisingly hard. I've written songs before, my own songs, and I think my other songs are about life and feelings and stuff like that. But you don't realise how much you care about Goodison Park.
Yeah.
Then and then you start trying to write it, and you want to, obviously, as anyone would, you want to make it as good as they can, because it's effectively, like you said there, it's my tribute to the place I've been going every other weekend since I was a kid. So you're right. I was writing some things and thinking, no, that's not right. that doesn't sound good at all. And writing other things, and you're like, no, it's not really relevant. Right. And I end up actually just booking a studio day, and the lads in there, a band called Rainmaker, I've got to give them the shout out. They're brilliant artists, and I sat down with Job, and who's in the band, and we sort of crossed the T's and dot the I's, as you said before, and we rewrit a section, and a few other lines here and there, and we got it to what it was, and I'm not ashamed to say it needed that little touching helping hand, because, like I said, I wanted to make it as good as they can, and obviously thank them and give them their credits as well. That it is what it is now. So
that's important, isn't it? Having the objective view, and obviously for people who are in it, that and are used to doing the writing and producing and everything, it's good to have that sort of fresh pair of eyes, because I guess
being a blue as well, he was.
Oh, was he? Okay. There's a big key element there as well, that he was an Evertonian. But listen, I think it's a cracking song, and we've had the lads from Gustafsson in before. We've got obviously Goodison Under the Light as well. So there's a couple of real cracking songs around Goodison, and I do, like I said before, I do like the fact it's just called Goodison Park. I think that's absolutely brilliant. And you were saying, telling me before off camera, you got the chance to actually perform it at Goodison Park as well, at a kid's sleepout the other week. And what was that like? What was it? Real? Was it weird?
Surreal. It was weird. Like, I did a few songs for them. Obviously, Everton in the community. We all know Everton in the community. Great for the community, and great to doing things around the city. And when they asked me, it was a no-brainer anyway. And then they told me, no, it's not going to be in like a suite, or it's going to be pitchside. And it was it was mental. I was looking forward to it, and then because of all the promotion for the song and stuff, it was. It weren't really sort of, I'm playing at Goodison, because that week there was a lot of editing, there was a lot of, trying to push it in ways that I could, and trying to get as much eyes on it as possible to get as many Everton fans listening to it. And then obviously I got it invited in quite early on the sleep out, and I got to have a good look round, and go into different suites, and got to go in the box where the players watched the game from, where they're injured and stuff, with the families. And then before I know it, I got the nod, are you ready? And I was a bit like, oh, I don't think I am ready. No, I was
go time.
Quite nervous, and they took me round, just round here through this little, if you can see there. Through that little, they took me round the back, and I just played it just here, which is quite funny and quite fitting. And yeah, it was mad. Yeah, mad.
Off you went. Brilliant. What a sort of weird moment, but an unbelievable moment to have a concept in your head, to bring it to the fore, to get the song crafted, to just be happy that you are with the song the way it's finished, and then to actually go and perform it inside the thing you're singing about. I mean, what a brilliant sort of nod to the ground from you, and a reaffirmation of what you're doing. Yeah,
it was. Yeah, I loved, like, one of them. Like, obviously I've got a daughter, she's 1 next month, and when she's a bit older, it's something that, like you say, like, look what I did. You know, this
just obviously, the start, mate. Just the start.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Still only young, like, I'm still only 22, but
baby, mate, you're a baby. Yeah, long way to go.
A baby with a baby.
Exactly.
But just mad. Like I said to you off camera, you know, it was one of them where my girlfriend was out at the time, and she was in one of her friends, and no telly, no phone, just sat on my couch, just staring and thinking, wow, like, it's been in the Park End as well. Like, before the Park End, I had a season ticket in the main stand, but through the majority of my life that I remember, from sort of like 12 up to now, I've sat in the Park End, and playing in front to the Park End as well, to 500 Everton fans. It was
brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Well, good luck with it. I know it's going really well, but we want it to go even better.
So
listen, we're going to put the link in the description. You can go and download the brilliant. Get it going round your head, because it will be obviously something to remember the ground by as well, of course. We are moving. There is only a couple of games left. So what are your what's your earliest memory of Goodison Park?
Earliest memory is with my uncle, who's no longer here. Well, I'll say my great uncle. Who's my mum's uncle, Anthony. I never used to like the noise. It was always quite scary to me, being very young, like. But I think I was probably 4 or 5, I'd say. And then I think it was for my 6th birthday. It might be wrong. It might have been give or take. He took me to a game. I think it was against Fulham, and I think we were winning. And I was, for pretty much the whole game, we were down in the upper Bullens, in the sort of concourse. Because I didn't like the noise, and the telly was on, and we were watching the game on the telly, and we got a penalty, and Anthony's name was my uncle. We walked up the stairs he was like, come on, you're going to see your first goal. And he
tell me we scored the pen.
Yeah.
We went up and we missed it.
So we went up the stairs, and because he knew, he put his hand over my ears.
Ah, right, for the raw.
And I took them off as, I think it was Arteta or Baines, and I took them off and hooked.
The noise,
that was literally me. I can't remember anything before that in Goodison. That's literally my earliest memory yet. So, good one, especially for obviously me uncle who's no longer here as well. Something to remember him by as well.
That link, isn't it? Of course, What a link that is. What's sort of like the best game then? When the door shuts and we walk away and you sit and you reminisce with your mates, and so what would be the game that? I know it's hard because you know, but although you're young, so therefore, we haven't got amazing.
There's not many.
We haven't got like amazing games, have we? You know, like when
I'd say there's 2. Obviously the derby last season. That's obviously
what a night.
You know, what a night. You know, that when that second goal went in, you know, it was.
I was in America.
Was he? Yeah. That second goal went in, and it just went off a bit, didn't it? But the one I always sort of refer back to is FA Cup quarter-final. Lukaku scored 2, Chelsea. That was the first, not the first time, because I'd seen Everton win away at West Ham. Lukaku scored again, and it was quite late on, but that was the first. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, just I think Stuart Downing and scored for them, and Leon Osmond scored the other one for us.
Ozzy.
No, sorry, it weren't.
Oh, the 2-1.
The 2-1, sorry, yeah.
2-1. Last away game of the season. Yeah, we got beat 1-0, and Ozzy scored a cracker, and Rom scored, and then done the Delafeu. That's when we all knew Delafeu was coming back.
So yeah, that was that one. But yeah, I think that was before that. It was before that, wasn't it? The FA Cup.
That was before the FA Cup, the year before. Sort of the end of the season before that one.
Yeah, but the Lukaku one was first time at Goodison I'd seen proper limbs. Or first time I remember there being proper limbs. Like
2016, wasn't it?
Yeah, so, yeah, you know, obviously I never forget that obviously Ross Barkley plays what turns out to be a very good pass, but at the time I remember me stepdad going, that's a bad pass, putting it lightly, like.
And I know you're paraphrasing.
And
cleaning it up for YouTube.
And some say Gary Cahill still spinning to this day. Looking at the ball is just like he's just had them off, put it in the bottom corner.
Goal, isn't it? When you look back, it's such a brilliant goal.
There's that first one, like obviously we all remember the second one, the Derby Calvert-Lewin, but that first one was like, obviously Chelsea weren't. It was Mourinho's second stint at Chelsea. They weren't doing unbelievable, were they? Obviously in the first half, Diego Costa puts. Oh no, it was early on in the second half, wasn't it? Diego Costa puts the ball, like, pretty much rolls it across the line. And then, Lukaku does that and then scores again, obviously, and we all knew we were going to Wembley, and that's the one that I sort of...
That stands out to you?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
It's a big one for a lot of the younger Evertonians, because we haven't had them moments, have we?
Yeah.
Obviously, Liverpool last year was great, and when you look over...
Even the Palace as well, though.
That, you know what, Palace stands out. It stands out for all the wrong reasons, obviously, because of what
2-0 down,
but what it meant on the night to be, it was Roy the Rovers time, but it was like a TV show or something, that wasn't it? It was ridiculous, wasn't
like one of them Netflix documentaries, but that was real. Yeah.
But if you watched it, you'd be a bit like, oh, of course, they come, you know, better version of Ted Lasso, if you like. They come 2-0 down, are they? They're relegated on it.
But as Everton fans, it's like, I think we're gone. And obviously, you know, people will have their opinions on Dominic Calvert-Lewin after this season, but, you know, he's given me 2 great nights in Palace and Liverpool, so...
He's been a great, it cost £1 million. He's been a great signing for Everton. Okay, he hasn't... You know, I know people criticise him and all that and whatever, but he has been a good signing for £1 million. And he has scored key goals, and that goal against Crystal Palace kept Everton in the Premier League, and we should all be... He's done loads more than that, by the way, but we should all be eternally grateful for him diving header at the Gladys Street end to win it. Because let's be honest, we'd have got trounced at Arsenal. We did get trounced at Arsenal, didn't we? As it happened, 3 days later, I think there'd have probably been a similar score had we needed the result, really, because we just weren't very good anyway at the Emirates Derby. But
it was a great day that as well, and we went to Arsenal for that one.
Well, that's it, didn't matter, did it?
But it was with the Villa one, weren't it?
Villa, Man City and Liverpool. It was, that was 2-0, wasn't it, to Villa, and City turned that round.
It's like similar to us the week before.
It was weird. Right, obviously Everton are leaving Goodison Park very soon. If you want your little piece of Goodison Park, why not get one of these? Our mate Dave Kennedy makes these. This is my turnstile, my season ticket. The attention to detail is unbelievable. And every time I go in, I laugh because there is this bit here, that's paint missing at Goodison, and he's got it down to an absolute T. So if you're interested in keeping this as a sort of, a memory of Goodison Park as we leave it, get in touch with Day. You can email him on daykennedy29@hotmail.co.uk, or if you want to contact him, he's on Twitter as well, which is day_Kennedy1. And ask him about these models of the turnstiles. Whichever one is your turnstile, you're going to have your piece of Goodison Park. So if you fancy that, go and do it. The link is in the description. So, what's the best goal you've seen then, or the best goal or give me them both if you want. So you can give me the best goal you've celebrated, and the best goal, the best goal you've seen ever.
I think for what it was, the best one celebrated was the Calvert-Lewin one we just mentioned.
Just because it's sort of kill them there, because they were I know they were still going for the league, weren't they? They were still in the title race, and obviously we needed it for what we
but I think that one and the other Calvert-Lewin one on against Palace, because obviously it was the relief, but I don't want to be, because it was a negative, because obviously the Calvert-Lewin one against Liverpool was definitely the best celebrated. And then the best goal I've seen, there's loads, isn't there?
It is hard, and when someone says like, "What's the bet?" you go, "There's loads." We scored loads, isn't it?
You got just like some
so hard, isn't it?
Leighton Baines ones, and I probably because you got Osman against City when we beat them 2-0. That was a finish, and I probably would have just go Wayne, to be honest, against West Ham.
That was unbelievable.
I think just
that's popped up before. That.
No touch, just first time, own half, perfectly over the hand of Ogbonna as well, because he tried to stop it.
And the only good thing, I've said this on another, because someone else has named that as their best goal he's seen. Michael Oliver breathing in, because if you watch it again, it's gonna hit him, and he jumps like that, and it goes. It's unbelievable what he does. The only thing he's ever done. I'm surprised he didn't just chest it. It's mad.
I'll have to watch that back.
But that's obviously that was Wayne's only ever hat-trick for Everton as well. But that was unbelievable. It was a big game that night. It was a huge game to win it 4-0. There's been crackers, hasn't it? Because obviously a lot of people would say Wayne, you would say Wayne's against Arsenal all those years ago. But
I was too young.
You're not thinking that, are you?
I think what month was that in?
It was October, because it was 6 days before.
Was that 2002?
Yeah, were you?
I was born a month before.
Were you? Yeah, so you're not going to remember that, are you?
Oh.
So obviously that one, and then
you just think though, even like Baines against Leicester in the cup, that was a cracker. There was
Osman against Larissa, but you'd have been what were you? Was that 08? You'd have been like 4 or 5 or something. Like that was a cracking team goal.
Even like some of Richarlison's ones were against like Brighton, where he knocks it round Duncan and takes it past the keeper, and just technically good goals. Like it's
hard, isn't it? Because like what do you constitute as the best goal? It's like it's hard. It's probably something that's most memorable to you, isn't it? And that's
even the Stoke. I waiting for the Stoke one for me personally, because I sit the Park End, don't I? And obviously it's been 13 years. You know, Wayne played for Man United, so you get stick off the kids in school and that all them years, and then you know, just to see, it looked like he was waiting for that celebration for 13 years as well, done he? The way he was like that, that was good.
His Arsenal goal that year was great as well. It was bad because we ended up losing 5-2, but that was a cracker at the Park End.
Like
Koeman's last game.
Ross Barkley against City as well, when Liverpool won for the league.
And that's another one, that was an absolute screamer, but because we lost the game and all that,
you don't really remember it.
No one talks about it, but it was a great goal, wasn't it?
Even like Lukaku against Bournemouth, when we beat them, was it 6-3? He just spins and just beautifully.
What about Ross knocking it past and celebrating for you?
There was loads.
We're just going to name goals. Let's go with Wayne's against West Ham. Obviously we are leaving Goodison. What are you going to miss about it the most?
Wow, what a question. I mean, like I said to you before, I love the sunny days at Goodison. Like everyone talks about Goodison and the lights, which is obviously unbelievable. But the sunny days at Goodison I love more than anything. And when we beat United 4-0, it was scorching. Even the other week against Arsenal, I know we only drew in that, but just Goodison in the sun, I love that. That's one thing I'll miss. You know what booze you go to, and is in like when it's sunny, you know, you're in the Black Horse in the beer garden and you walk up the match and you party with all your mates. But like we said on the live before, you know, the just knowing who you are and knowing where the people you go with. And I mean, one thing I'm going to miss massively is like I sit next to my stepdad and all his mates, and I'm not going to next year. So I think come next season, if you were to ask me again, I think that'll probably be a big one. Like I'm probably miss that. I missed that quite a bit, but yeah, in general, if I had to put my answer on it now, I'd probably say the Everton playing at Goodison Park in the sunshine. Yeah.
Because it's just not going to be the same. It's going to be amazing. We're all excited, I think, for it, but it's just not going to be the same, is it? And it's going to be
weird.
I think it's going to be weird. I think it's going to take us, what do you reckon, half a dozen games till or do you think longer than that? Because it's been our life, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is about me as well, but you could sort of look, it's a negative, but you can also look for it as a positive for the new ground is, my best nights at Goodison have been Derby, Palace, Bournemouth. You know what I mean? I've got nothing. So I think for people of my generation, although I love Goodison more than anything in the world, and I'm going to miss it more than anything, it could be a little bit easier, but the likes of people who've seen like Bayern Munich in the 80s and you know, the likes of, it's going to be really hard to sort of let go of, and you could be talking. I mean, I know there's West Ham fans I still see on Twitter who say that the London Stadium still doesn't feel like home to them. And how long's that?
I don't think that'll feel like home to anyone. It's terrible the way. Not just the way it's designed.
You know what you mean?
They had like the tightness of Upton Park. It was such a difficult
or even
place,
like,
but no, you're right. Yeah.
Arsenal fans who say they still feel like they still miss Highbury, and City fans who still miss Main Road.
I don't think we're ever going to not miss Goodison.
No.
I think we might love the new stadium and be like, our ground's unbelievable. Yeah. But I reckon we're always going to pine for it. Because don't forget, it's that thing as well. When you can't go back, it always seems even better than it was. We love it. But I have seen Bayern Munich, and I have seen us win the league, and I have seen, you know, great FA Cup run when we won it in '95, and Wayne scoring against Arsenal, and victories over Liverpool and all of that. So I've seen it all. And but you're right, that just when you said it then, just to finish off, but in the front, that Decore volley against Bournemouth.
All that's
again, stupid. Shouldn't have been in the. Well, we were in the position because we deserved to be, but as a club, we shouldn't have been in it. But roast on that day, atmosphere not like crazy, noisy,
and
wasn't it?
The Man United one as well, like the Decore one, it was good. But while we're on the subject, remember when we beat Man United 1-0 first game of the season?
Filet.
And it had been
in the night.
It had been sunny all day, and it was like a warm night. Yeah.
We're just going to bring games up here.
I know, I'm going to start crying in a minute.
Remember Bruce and Berrock in the...
I know, but... Yeah, it's just...
well.
Yeah.
It's all very, very real now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be... I think another thing is, like, one thing... I know, like, we're going to finish up and stuff, but getting there is going to be... Because we've all got our routines as well.
Yeah.
So now it's like... I'm in a bit of a... You know, you can't park anywhere. No. I normally drive the game if I'm not having a pint at anything. And it's like, what do we do now? Do we drive and park and walk miles? Or do I get the train? Or I work on Dale Street, do I park in my work car park and get the train from Moorfields?
Do that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like... But it's...
Got to create a new routine.
It's going to be mad, isn't it? And... Like I said to you before, I'm going to go with new people, like like with me and my stepdad. Well, for years before I lived in my own house and stuff, it was, I'd go with my stepdad, I'd go home with my stepdad. Now we've got in a sort of new routine of I either meet him outside or meet him in there, and now it's going to be like, what am I going to do now? Where do I meet Lewis? Where do I meet Dave? Where do I meet Joe? Do I meet them here? Do I meet them here? Do I meet them at? Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be mad.
It'll take a while for all those routines to get tightened up. But something we've all got to go through. But there you go. Good luck with your song.
Thanks very much.
Good luck
Thanks
with
for having me as well.
It'll be great. Pleasure to have you in, mate. Make sure you download Ryan's song. The link will be in the description. Also put in your memories of Goodison Park, what you want to miss. Best goal. Do it all. Get in the comments. We love it. We absolutely love it. Like, subscribe, do all that. See you later.